That's number 8. Then bit. Then bros. One word. I strongly encourage you to stay tuned for that. And if you want, they also have a Facebook page and a much better live show. Anyway, 8-Bit Bros, 8 p.m. Ironic Radio Network.
It's 8 o'clock, and you know what that means.
Oh, what up, people? Welcome back to another episode of the 8-Bit Bros. It is the Festivus for the rest of us.
Big Gail aftermath.
With that being said, not a kid-friendly show. Adult language, adult content. Thump, I hope you're ready. You're getting run through the ringer tonight. With that said, put your kids in the closet.
Listen. Listen.
Yeah, 8-Bit Bros. Thursday. Late edition. Holiday spirit in the house. Yup. Yeah. Center box gets a square, as always.
What up, people?
Yeah. To the left, me, Web Boy. To the right, 846 miles south, still jamming out. The one and only Thumping Loud.
Listen.
Yeah. It's a great fucking tune, man. It's a great tune. I'm sure I'll get in trouble for that, but I don't care.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't care. It's a great tune. That's it. It's fucking dynamite. A CD.
It is
Look it
a
up.
great tune. It is a very great tune. I like the Venice Beach trap music.
ASADI on YouTube. Go check it out. 8-Bit Bro supports that without a doubt. Facebook can take it down. I don't care.
Yo, like I say, his shit hits real hard in the fucking Jeep. It's good shit. I like it.
I got an email from ASCAP the other day. Well, in this COVID time, an artist needs to be paid, and I'm like, motherfucker, lower your prices. Lower your prices. Sorry. Lower your prices. Let's get realistic.
The movie industry right now is in a very interesting situation along those same lines. Like the ship with HBO Max right now, is insanely being talked all over the fucking place.
Yeah, how do you have the audacity to charge $16?
No, how do you have the audacity to say fuck the movie theaters and put it straight to a streaming platform?
In conjunction with the theater.
Who's the lead in Tenet?
No, not in certain cases. We're not talking about anything related with theater. There is such release going on. What was one of the comments I read that was funny to go to sleep thinking that you work for one of the best movie companies and wake up to one of the worst streaming companies.
Well, yeah.
Wake up to working for one of the worst streaming companies. Like they're saying that their approach to look, y'all understood my approach to Disney. As soon as they did what I told everybody they would do,
Yeah.
that I was like,
I
they're gonna vault your shit. They're gonna vault your shit. They're gonna give it to you and they're gonna take it away. You're not getting access to the fucking catalog. There's no way. It's not in the Disney model to give you full unlimited access to the catalog. They're never, and they lied. They told everybody that's what they were getting, and
weren't
they
going
got
to, yeah.
everybody signed up for that shit. And as soon as they started vaulting shit, I pulled my subscription and I was like, I told y'all motherfuckers it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then
No, you're right.
and then in HBO's situation, now we're talking about the fact that any of your movie content can be gated behind their paywall and now on whatever distribution rights that they want to do. And fuck the movie theaters, you're just going to have to watch this shit at home now.
Okay, I want.
And I also like the rebuttal to that is a couple movie theaters talking about that's okay. We'll just show your movies for $3 to $5, and we're not going to give you any of the revenue off of it.
All right, I got two things to say on that whole matter. Okay, and it's not a point or anyway. First off, the HBO Max model is going to follow the Disney model, and although I agree with you 100% about the vaulting, because you were 1,000% correct, and I can roll the tapes back to prove you said it before it even
before Disney Plus went live. Before
Months
Disney Plus even went live, I was telling people what was going to happen.
But here's the thing with HBO Max is everybody's getting their panties in a bunch. It's a shitty streaming service. But so was Disney. Here's some shit, and now Disney waited, and they're like, okay, all right, we're going on a second wave of the pandemic. We'll just, all that Fox content we bought. No, not The Simpsons. Everything else we bought. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, and most of that shit that's on Hulu, yeah, we're gonna pull some of that shit and just put it over here, and make Hulu adult content, and leave Disney Plus this, and that fucking worked perfectly.
I said that. I called that a while ago that they were going to keep
Max,
Disney.
Yeah, HBO Max going to do the same model. On your second point of the paywalls and all that, you can thank the center box tonight for this. Okay, for
somehow this is Apple's fault, I'm guessing.
For years, going all the way back to SBLT, Wren has wanted a la carte.
Yeah, this is a unique discussion me and my girl have been in. It was about what the real implications of a la carte now as a setting
are.
You
go. I'm going to give it to you. Okay, it took this conversation between me and Wren has been going on for 10 years. Okay, this is back when we were running a technology blog, sponsored by the letter T, technology. SBLT.
Oh, I remember a lot of these conversations because we did them online.
We did them online. Right, we done them too. Now, here's how it works. Okay, Wren, you wanted this the whole time. I told you flat out the cable companies would never, ever, ever do it. And they never will. And then the internet was born. And now it's a viable solution to stream shit. So here's your, Disney Plus. $6.99 a month. That's great. Hey, you want Mulan? $30. HBO. It's gonna be the same way.
Except HBO is charging $15.99 a month.
They got a lot of content that everybody watches. You can't deny that. They're probably the number one cable channel.
Yeah, HBO is definitely this bundle that they're putting out here is good.
I'd like to know the numbers between them and Showtime now, because Showtime's putting out a lot of compelling content too.
Don't they own Showtime?
No. Showtime and Cinemax are owned by, I believe, Comcast.
Oh, okay. And then HBO and Epic and Stars is under their umbrella. I know there's an umbrella there, but they've got content. They have a lot of content.
To Thump's point about Disney Plus, and I agree with you. You did say that, and vaulting and unvaulting and the whole nine yards. It's done nothing to her. I mean, the pandemic probably helped them out of any streaming service immensely, because considering on Tuesday, they announced they have surpassed 73.7 million subscribers.
Oh, I'm not saying that it, and definitely I'd say the pandemic helped that part of the situation make the numbers larger, but
stock analysts said they wouldn't have more than 50 million streaming subscribers in 3 years.
42 inches and 4. Did you see this in Facebook chat?
Upstate New York? Which chat?
8-bit chat.
Okay.
Fucking Southern Yankee said Old Man Winter wasn't so nice to the hometown in Binghamton.
Yeah, upstate New York.
42 inches in 14 hours.
Yeah, upstate New York took a
Fuck
beat.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. There's
You know
just
what?
something about that number that you just. I remember when I was a kid.
How many deaths were there today? Look, think about all those cardboard cutouts in stadiums that got snowed on. There's like a fucking upstate New York, 42 inches. Those cardboard cutouts are buried. They're fucking stuff avalanche.
Easily. All of the
I mean,
poor
Orchard Park is
cardboard
probably
lives.
covered. Orchard Park is covered. Them poor cardboard cutouts.
Have you guys been keeping up with
The Kardashians at all? Nope.
no, the whole solar winds hack?
Oh, just go look at my post. Yeah, Microsoft squashed the entire fucking thing today.
Yeah, how about the news just came out today that the Energy Department, the NNSA, which maintains the U.S. nuclear weapons stockpile, have evidence that their networks were accessed as part of the solar wind hack.
SolarWinds supply chain attack is already the most significant attack in recent memory, according to SolarWinds, Microsoft, FireEye, and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency (CISA). The attack compromised the server used to build updates for the SolarWinds Origins platform.
Mm-hmm.
The attack included FireEye, the U.S. Treasury Department, the U.S. Department of Commerce's National Telecommunications and Information Administration, the NTIA, the Department of Health, National Institutes of Health, NIH, the Cybersecurity, here's the kicker, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Agency, CISA. They've already come out and said all their hacking tools were stolen. The Department of Homeland Security, DHS, and the U.S. Department of State. That is just our government branches. There were 18,000 out of 300,000. I don't want to make it seem like it's a lot. But out of the 18,000 high-profile customers are attacked, infiltrated, busted.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said that it wasn't major in scope as much as it was targeted for these very, very high value targets in this.
High value.
Yeah. Yeah, they said that was the clincher on this, that it seemed not only to gain access, but to target specifically.
Yeah, leading headline right now is nuke weapons agency breached in massive cyber onslaught.
Yes. Yep. I gave you all the agencies. And there'll be more.
And how about the day?
18,000 high profile. 18
And how about the day before the news broke?
$280 million worth of shares were fucking traded by insiders.
Sold. Like high-level people sold their
Insiders.
shares.
Yeah.
Insider trading.
The amount of insider trading that went on right there.
Yep. Yes. Microsoft beat the shit out of this hack in 2 days. The headlines I have read across the internet is, and you can look this up, Microsoft unleashes Death Star on SolarWinds hackers in extraordinary response to the breach. They shut down immediately the digital certificates that were signed to this hacked update. The same day, they updated Windows Defender to fucking do whatever it needed to do to see this fucking attack. The following day, they went after the domain name. It's called sinkholing, where you go in and fucking tell the government, I'm taking control of this fucking domain right now. And the government says, yup, here you go. Now they've got all the data from the servers. Boom. They went ballistic.
So how much actually made it out?
Today, they updated their Windows Defender again for a specific alert to not even alert you anymore. You if this is on your computer, quarantined. You have no.
Well, Microsoft came out today and confirmed that they found the malicious Solar Winds binaries on their own network.
Yes, yes, they did, because they're part of it. It's Intel, Microsoft, Amazon. I think is involved in it in some way, shape, or form. And a lot of this AWS. There's a couple other companies. I read that article. I don't have it in front of me. I have this other article because I'm very. I follow the whole Cozy Bear, the entire Russian hacking group.
Oh yes, I heard about Cozy Bear.
Yeah, I mean, fucking. What up, J7? Ren will
Hello.
tell you. How long have I been following Jester on Twitter? How long, Ren?
Yeah, you and me both.
10 years?
Yeah, easily.
I mean, we were all in the middle of the Sabu fucking that whole FBI fiasco. We followed everything.
We were on their IIRC.
Yes. As a former child hacker, I follow what goes on in cyber. It's been my issue from day one. I've written my own cybersecurity, aka our communications.
Okay.
So these attacks, I follow all this shit very, very closely. This is a big deal. This one is huge. I want to know who else is involved, not just our government. It's 18,000 high-profile clients.
Well, the nuke stuff just came out less than a half hour ago, so expect this for like the next 5 to 7 to 10 days.
Oh yeah,
and longer to be coming out.
Yeah, I mean, CNN put out this whole article today about this hack happened and the president hasn't said a word. What the? Stop!
He's not gonna say anything about it.
He shouldn't say anything about it. Let our fucking people assess the damage. Track this shit. Microsoft just gave you all the fucking tools. Let them track this shit and see what the fuck is going on. I wouldn't be saying anything to even come out and say that our nuclear infrastructure was breached. I wouldn't have said that. I would have never said.
I mean, I wonder how far along they are and their assessment of what was actually hacked. Like I imagine that if it's like very sensitive stuff, they're not gonna say it, or they're gonna sit on as much of it as they can.
We've had some. I mean, our telecommunications was hacked. Our Department of Health was hacked. Of course, they wanted the COVID in data. We already know that. The Cybersecurity Infrastructure Agency was hacked. Homeland Security was hacked, and the Department of State.
Yeah.
And Wren just reported breaking news. Our nuke fucking division was infiltrated.
That's the official name of it.
I was hoping he would just chime in and stop me from stumbling on it, but I mean, look, it's a big deal. Look, cyber hacking is a big deal. You should very much pay attention. Do I need to say the website again to check your email addresses? Do I need to tell you again what site to go to?
You
I've
should.
been pwned.
I mean, yeah, thank you, Wren. I've been pwned. That's right. Are you using Google Chrome? Because it fucking tells you.
It's built in.
Yeah, I have 158 passwords compromised due to hacking.
Also, the new Apple OS, on the stuff that's the whole like section that stores your passwords.
Yes.
If you go there, it tells you if you are using the same password across multiple sites, and it prompts you to change it.
Yeah, that's annoying as shit because everybody wants the same password across every fucking site. And it sucks and it's a bad idea. I'm faced with it. I just said it before. 158 websites compromised because of a.
I have 9.
Yeah,
I have 9, and it's almost intentional. If believe it or not, I know when I deal with edgy websites,
Edgy websites. That's a
Well,
polite word for it.
well,
Okay.
no, we'll
No,
say
no,
we'll say
no.
edgy because their content may be wholesome, but the way it's getting to me is not.
I see. Okay.
Like, so it's edgy as far as like, yeah, this is probably not a trusted website, and it's probably got some shaky stuff on it. But I want to see the content, and the content's actually pretty. There's a news website, or this website, or that website. It's all just BS on the internet, and sometimes you just know that the website's really not the best secure website.
Look,
Yeah.
I have an
I know
email for that website
Yeah, my
or
password
those
breach.
websites, and that's why there's only 9 over there. Is because that's who gets it. They get the BS, and they all get the same BS.
My password breach comes from the discus hack. I've always been one to comment, review. You can Google me. I've got fucking comments and reviews of products and all sorts of shit out there. And a discus was the way everybody did it, and then they got hacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that just and it's old passwords to old websites that don't have any credit card data and none of that shit. It's just I'll get around to changing them eventually or deleting my account.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing. Is like it's like, oh yeah, I forgot to delete that account.
Yeah.
Is another reason why I also use that email. Like it's a very long, outdated email that was around when I was doing stupid shit on the internet that I had no idea was stupid shit on the internet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I kept the account because,
'Cause you-
well,
yeah,
shit,
'cause
I can use it for all the stupid shit on the internet.
Right. You moved on. How many of us, well, besides J7, I'm sure, how many of us still have a MySpace account?
I mean, I get emails every now
No.
and again from one.
I haven't logged into it in like fucking
Yeah.
5 years, but
Yeah,
I
I couldn't
never,
tell you
I
the
never
last
went
time
over
I
and
ever logged into
canceled
it.
my account. I never canceled it.
No.
Does it
Just-
even still resolve?
I don't know. Justin Timberlake, I think he finally
Yeah,
sold
I don't.
231 million or some
Yeah,
shit.
I don't know exactly what happened to it, but occasionally I was still getting emails every now and again that would be like, "Hey, MySpace."
Oh yeah, it still resolves.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a music industry site now.
Yeah, that was the weird change when Justin got hold of it.
It's
It
like a
was
news site now.
Oh,
Well, you know what? Actually, when it became a music site,
yeah.
that was a return to what the site originally was.
right.
Like originally, MySpace was like a place where you could find bands and they could
Yeah.
connect with their fans, and then everybody was on
Culture.
it.
Music and
Before that, MySpace was the precursor to Facebook.
Yeah, Tom.
Yes.
Everybody was friends with Tom.
Oh. Yeah,
Everybody
Tom
was friends with Tom.
He's sitting
Right.
on a beach now.
But the music part happened before the
Before
Facebook.
Justin.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know,
yeah,
but it
yeah.
was the music part that intrigued Justin and why he revitalized it.
Exactly. It wasn't Dre part of that too?
Do not
I
remember.
do not quote me on that.
Yeah,
anybody.
if anything,
Don't
research and
quote-
prove him wrong.
Yeah, I have no clue. For some reason that just
Be right
popped
back.
in my head. But
Andrew.
MySpace is all now about the best in music and culture. That's why it resembles a news site. It might be something to check out. Who knows? I might throw them a few impressions, a few ad loads, which just Google will make money on anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
Uh,
go ahead.
well, I don't know. I don't know. My experience with not Facebook, MySpace was like,
3 weeks.
no, it's where it's where all my not stupid, but like all my high school friends would be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
where we all learned HTML because we wanted to make our pages look cool.
Yeah.
So we all
Yeah.
figured out how to like
Gave you the
pimp up
capability.
your page.
Yeah. MySpace gave you the capability of pimping your shit out.
Yeah, it's like
Big
the
time.
reason a lot of us figured it out. Like,
Some
how do I change this? I hate this nonsense.
some people's
Yeah.
pages were so annoying. They had that sparkly background that glittered, and then they had
Oh
shit
my
running on the
God.
screen. It was like, what are you fucking kidding me?
That
That's
was annoying. I hated those
but it was
so much.
it was the beginning of Ajax.
Yeah, it kind of
Well,
was.
I mean, look, I programmed for a very long time,
Might want to go
and
with the over.
that's what's the score? Don't do that. What's the score?
it's nothing serious, man.
Oh, okay.
I think it was actually just the first score of the game, but
Don't do that to me. But so yeah, MySpace was like the beginning of that on the fly changing Ajax.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
yeah.
And I
I mean,
actually figured out what like CSS was because of Facebook. Not Facebook. God
and
damn it. I keep
MySpace.
messing
Yeah,
that up.
I know.
Because of
Well,
MySpace.
everybody's always going to make that mistake. I mean, it's like, does anybody remember Microsoft's Facebook competition, social?
that was no. Hold on, I want to go back to this MySpace part of it. Like that was the best part of MySpace because it taught everybody on the website how to kind of code your website.
Yeah.
Like it
That's
was
how
it was
I-
literally educating people all over
Yeah.
the place on how to manipulate the internet. It was like, here you go, play
Yeah.
with your
Make
website.
Make it look cool.
Yeah.
I was in high school and it was the first time I was really intrigued by like coding and because before that, like I had taken some like computer science classes,
It was
but
watercolors for
it was like math.
I
And
get
I
where
was
she's
like,
coming from.
what? This
I-
is boring. Where do I make the robots? Like,
Me and J7 have a lot in common when it comes to this subject right here because I was
Yeah.
the same way. I started programming. I went to DeVry.
okay.
So I was like 20, 20, 20, 21, 20, something like
Wow.
that. 20 years old. I had gone to college and was more interested in sports and failed out academically, and then got thrown off the sports team, obviously.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Those go
Yeah,
hand in hand.
Yeah. Then I went and got a job, hung out for a while, and it was like, I need to do something with my life. And I got this computer. It was like 1993. I got this computer, and I really like tinkering with it, and I'm learning all this shit on the internet. I might as well go get a computer degree because I'm going to need that. Which
Yeah.
certain people don't need degrees. I'm sorry if that offends anybody. Certain people don't need degrees. If you can self-teach yourself something and be really good at it, you don't need a degree in it. Sorry. Personal experience. You don't need a degree in it. Anyway, so I went to DeVry and learned all sorts of shit. So like you, same thing. It's like, all right, my C++ program was this. It was like make a ball bounce around the screen without the ball ever leaving the screen. It was like, that's boring.
Yeah.
What if I made so I recoded the whole back end of this program. I turned it in and I said to a note with my disk with the program to my professor was, make sure you have your favorite CD in the tray. And the ball would do all sorts of shit. It would go to the music. I had a fucking whole beta meter system built into it. It would listen to the CD drive while it was, so the ball was fucking bouncing all around the screen and shit like that. I even worked on the Chahuga project back in the day, which was a video audio analyzer that would do all trippy shit on the screen. I wrote code in that. My name is in the credits. So I get what you're saying. It was like, oh, well, wait, you want me to do that? Where are the robots?
Yeah. Right.
So I get it. Trust me, I get it.
Yeah.
Coding was my passion for 20 fucking years. And Wren will tell you, awards up the ass, you know the deal. But so I get it. There's a lot in common there when it comes to that. But yeah, it's fun. That's how we all learned. Like you said, Thump, you pimp your shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Pimp your shit out.
And the cool thing was everybody was into it.
Yeah.
Like everybody was into like making your MySpace look cool. It's like you would meet people because you couldn't figure something out, and you'd see somebody that had figured it out. So you'd like message them like, yo, how'd you do that?
How'd you get that?
Yeah.
Not only that, and I hate to say it or take it to the opposite, to the dark side, but MySpace was also the fucking like first Tinder.
in a way, yeah. They
Yeah.
they got a little sweet with it there for a
Local
little bit.
groups. Yeah, it was very much. I got shots coming in here. Thank you, ladies. Why does my shot look so short? What is this? What the fuck? Is
Somebody
this the
drank
end
it before you got there.
Yeah, what'd you do? Sip out of mine and then drink yours? Fuck.
It's so tiny.
What the fuck was that?
It was a taste of something.
That was like an after dinner mint. Oh my god. You know what? Least you can do is bring me another delicious Asbury Park Brewing blonde beer,
Ooh.
please. No plugs intended. Hashtag drink local.
Would anybody have the Raiders running back on a fantasy league?
Jacoby Jones? No. I would have dropped him or traded him after week 5. I would have put him up as trade bait. His first 5 weeks were great, and then that would be it's kind of like the story with
Josh
me and
Jacobs.
Wren and Reggie Bush.
This is Josh Jacobs.
Thank you, love. Service with a smile.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't know. No, I would have pulled the Reggie Bush and gotten my good.
So no
weeks out
Josh
of-
Jacobs on anybody's? Would be on
None of
anybody's radar?
No. Why was he doing tonight?
He looks like he's going to be the feature in the offense tonight. They're running with him, they're passing with him out of the backfield. It just seems to, like, in the opening offense, that's kind of where they're at right now. He seems to be a key feature.
Was that who scored the first touchdown? Was that a passing touchdown?
Yes, it was a passing touchdown.
Oh, good. So I need one more. Uh-oh. Can anybody hear that?
Yep, we can hear it fuck up the audio.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We couldn't hear it, but we could hear it fuck up your audio.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah, you
And like
all
you
of a
were
sudden ended up in a
underwater.
bucket. Yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah.
sounded that or whatever commercial was playing on the NFL website was. I didn't have it muted.
Oh, that's why you need to do like I do and keep a mobile device handy for such trivial stuff like that.
I can't. I 3 screens. I can't manage the 4th. I just can't do it. I got 3 going on. I can't manage the 4th.
Yeah, I have
It'd
Slack.
be
I
okay
have
if I-
Slack in one, Facebook in another, and then production tools on the other.
I
You
think.
guys have like control decks. I need to set that up here somehow.
Yeah, Control Deck is awesome.
Mhm.
Well, thanks to Wren, I have an old school fucking shuttle I can do shit with, which is very cool. But Wren, Thump's he's got a video switching deck.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, which.
yeah.
trust me,
That's
shit's
another
going-
thing, but I don't even keep track of that either.
Yeah, man, that'll be a piece I add to whenever I move the fuck upstairs. But when I go upstairs, I want the 3 monitors, but I want the middle one like a piece of paper, standing up, so I can have my Word documents, email, shit like that.
What I'm
visible.
wanting to do with mine
And then the-
is I want
I need 4.
2 top and bottoms in the middle that are standard landscape mode, and
Yeah.
then on the outer edges I want to put 2 vertical screens because chat would be easier read on a vertical screen.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chat would be easier read on a vertical screen, and I could have multiple versions of it open there, and that would be easier to read. Read it like a tweet deck.
Mm-hmm.
God,
I miss TweetDeck.
Still around.
it's still around.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it's barely still around.
But I would do that on one, and then I could put the production stuff on the other top and bottom over there, and then I could actually monitor more on video on the top and bottom screens.
What did Wish your stock close at today? Anybody know? Wren?
Wish?
Didn't
I
know.
wish.
$22.
Who gives a
Are they?
Who gives a what
Publicly-
about that, dude? Like,
Yeah, they
if
went
you're gonna
public-
bring
they
up a
went public
stock
today.
trading about going up or down, why don't you talk about your buddy Bitcoin?
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
yeah.
Yesterday alone, almost 2,000 up.
Yeah, I painstakingly bought 1 Bitcoin at 18 grand, and have it on up for sale for the morning open. Yeah, big jump in that. I mean, it's $6,000 in the last 2 days. I sold my
Yeah,
Tesla today too.
yeah, it's doing
Yeah,
some what the what?
yeah.
What, you sold your Tesla stock, you said?
Yeah, I sold my Tesla stock today.
Why?
It was time to take some money off the table. It's the end of the year.
Yep.
I gotta take some money and I gotta take some losses, accounting purposes,
Yep.
and I gotta hold on to other things that I don't want to hold on to because of fucking dividends. Thanks very much. And how can you? I can't get rid of Apple. I mean,
No.
if you own Apple stock, you're locked in till March, which sucks, but you're locked in till March.
Yes.
Yeah, you're locked in.
Um,
I have Walmart stock. I can't get out of that until February. Their quarterly is February. Can't get out till then.
I have a
but I
question.
guess,
Speaking of this whole Apple, y'all, I'm sure saw the Facebook Apple tiff. How
hmm
Facebook says Apple's ruining the world because of their new privacy
yeah.
Yes.
settings that they're putting in play in iOS 14, and they took out 2 full-page ads.
Yep.
And
Master plan for Apple.
hold on a second.
Go
So
ahead.
I did a lot of digging into this, and
Yeah.
I did my fair share of research into this just to be like, okay, does Facebook have something here? Because my immediate reaction when I saw this was I laughed
Yeah.
because I'm thinking about Facebook and all of the breaches and all of the shit that they've been put through for stealing people's data and doing nefarious shit and doing everything they possibly can to bend and or break the rules
Right, but you want
when
to
it
see if there's
comes
Right.
any
to
validity.
privacy track
If you want to see if
when it
there's
comes
any
to privacy
validity to the
tracking
statement.
and
Yes.
like their whole thing. And Webb, you're the one who said this. To quote you, Facebook's goal in the entire world is to get as much information as possible about everybody who uses their platform
Sure. That's money.
Yep.
because they want to sell it to third parties.
That's right. It's called guerrilla
That's their
marketing.
business model.
Yeah.
That's their business model. So I did some research, and Apple came out, and they were very short, succinct, and everything. And even Tim Cook came out and said, Facebook doesn't need to change anything. All people need to do is click, okay, Facebook can collect my information. All it is putting up a window that says, this is what these people are going to collect information wise. And
Well,
on top of that, on top of that, the people who are creating the app can customize the language they want to put in the pop-up notification.
Sure.
So all Apple is saying is in our new wellness and health, they're holding themselves to the same strict guidelines. They're not making any money on this. This is not a money-making move for them,
Oh,
which
well,
Facebook claims.
yeah, of course.
Facebook
But
claims that it's so they can pad their bottom dollar, which that is not the case at all. Everything is strictly being put through this. So I'm curious to everyone else's opinion.
okay.
Like, do you feel that this is a good thing?
I'm gonna let Thump go right off the bat. Go ahead, Thump.
Well, my quickest interjection to it all is Skype did it a while ago when it put NDIs up and it allowed you to be notified when you get into a call with me that I have the capability of recording your call.
Yeah.
It says it right here.
Yeah, it was something that was implemented in that most pure of fashion right there. That yeah, I have no opinion about it outside of that. It's like okay, sure. That is a check that people should be notified when your data is being whatever.
Yeah.
Or being given the choice as to whether or not you want that.
Well, yeah. It is a cookie.
Yeah.
It is a cookies disclaimer right there before you go into it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
At its purest form, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, and
Facebook
I don't
has
understand
spent
how they're
gobs
saying
of money.
nefarious. I don't understand how they would say it's nefarious in any way, shape, or form, except for the fact that it impedes their ability to do what they've been doing.
And
you
not
know what
only
I
that,
found? Go ahead.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Jess.
No,
No,
no.
go ahead, Jess.
You know what I found particularly funny about that? The fact that they were like, oh, well, they're targeting small businesses by doing this. It's like Facebook. Come on.
Well,
Small businesses?
yeah, well, that's just a play on words. I mean, it's the small app developers, it's the you and me's who are gonna make some sort of app that if
Oh,
you're
but they're
lucky,
so
it's
altruistic.
fun.
They're so worried about the little guy. You know, that's where they're coming from. They
But
really
that's
want to
look,
look out for, like, come
that's
on.
J7. That's
Yeah.
the that's the surroundings we're in right now. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's the battle cry of corporations all
yeah,
over the place is,
yeah.
oh, they're trying to stop the little guy from getting big. It's like, no, we're kind of
Look,
trying to stop the big guy from getting bigger.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Apple Epic battle is all about the little guy.
Is
Epic,
it though?
Well, that's
Yeah,
the
but is it
theme.
though?
That's the theme.
Epic has already come out and
This is
said
this is
we don't
Taco
give a
Bell.
shit.
This is Demolition Man. This is Taco Bell winning the franchise wars. Is what is going on in front of us right now.
Yeah, exactly.
That is what we're getting. Fuck the little guy. This is all about who's going to win the franchise war.
You know, you got
I mean, to however much credit you want to give Apple for this, because we all know that at the end of the day, it's really a drop in the bucket in terms of Apple's earnings when it comes to percentages taken. And Webb, I sent you the article a long time ago that, and you being
It's
a
just
shareholder,
apples to apples.
yeah, but you being a shareholder, Webb, and Jess,
Yeah.
you're a shareholder. Thump, I don't know if you're a shareholder in any way, shape, or form. So we're all shareholders.
We
Now,
dibble dabbly.
Apple's operating costs as a company as a whole for the division of the App Store is 38%.
yes.
Of their
Okay.
profits. Yeah.
No. It's
Of
38%
of their
revenue. 38% revenue
Oh.
as a whole.
Of 2 trillion. Here,
Yeah.
Let's keep that in
Damn.
mind.
No. Operating costs. It costs them. So at the end of the day, if they charged 15% across the board, it would be an unprofitable business unit.
Hello, Xbox.
PlayStation.
Don't come to me, but it would be
No. I'm just saying. I'm saying, as a shareholder, would you be happy with that? No,
sure, I
probably
own
not.
Microsoft stock, and I don't give a fuck if Xbox loses money hand over fist. A, it's R&D. B, it's still 55 million consoles in this country, which means the in this country alone, which means the market is never ending. You can lose money on it. Eventually, you'll make money, but you know what? It's okay. You got to remember.
Long-term investors, long-term investors understand the words you're saying right now, but people that like to do day trading in these stock grabs right now, these people don't understand that short-term, like what the difference is between short-term earnings and long-term investment.
They don't want to see negative profit. They don't want to see negative operating costs.
Right.
Nobody wants to see a negative operating cost. It costs us, if they were charging 30% across the board and they were only making 23%, you wouldn't be happy with that as a shareholder. No one would be, because the stock would tank.
I have a small share of Microsoft. It's 1,000 shares that I bought at $34 a share.
And you've ridden the highs and lows with it.
I have never let it go. It's like, look, you want stocks to buy and hold on forever? I'm not going to give you advice. Look around your fucking house right now. Turn your head up. Look up in the sky. You got light bulbs?
Well, think about the shit that's been around since you were a kid.
Right.
And consistently has maintained value.
Well, you eat Cheerios? Where are Cheerios going?
I'm surprised you didn't just say fangs.
But
to get back to your point, though, Apple has come out, and effective January 1, all your small developers, what you were arguing for not 2 months ago about them having to pay 30%, now only have to pay 15%. That's something.
It's a crumb. Here's a crumb.
Yeah, but I mean, if you only have to...
Yeah, but it's the appropriate crumb.
Yeah, but you're sitting here saying it's a crumb, but you were sitting here vehemently fighting for the WebBoy development company.
7%. 7%.
Now you want 7.
Huh?
Before you were like,
No.
give me 15. I'd be happy with 15.
Nope. I think it should be 7%. If you want to charge the 14%, fine. Charge me the 7. Figure out what you're doing with the other 7. You give 3% to charity. Do something, because no, 30%. And I know that I think I want to reiterate in this entire conversation over the last 5 months. Let's keep in mind that your 30% is only for the first year. If your app does well and it sells a lot, Apple give you a discount year 2, 15%.
Isn't it the opposite?
No.
Isn't it like the first year it's 15 for
No,
like
30%, 30%,
No, it's
and it
30%
goes
up
down
front.
based on loyalty and
Right.
how your app is doing.
30% up
okay.
front. And if
Now the
you're-
question is, does Microsoft and Google do the same thing,
they
or
already
do they
Not-
charge
they all
30%
do.
across the board?
They all do.
They
Apple-
all charge 30% across the board. Yeah.
Apple
does-
started it. They discounted also. Apple started it. It's got to remember. It's one of those. It's the Apple. In this conversation, it's Apple versus Sprint. Do you conform to what Apple is doing, or in Sprint's case, we're going to build all this, and you got no choice, and then the industry says, "Well, fuck you. We're going to do the complete opposite."
Betamax versus VHS.
Right. In that instance, whatever Apple is going to do, the rest of the industry really has no choice, because the Apple ecosystem is a billion devices, whether it's phones and tablets and laptops or desktops. It's still a billion devices.
But that's
Yeah.
not even a drop in the bucket compared to the Windows and Android devices that are out there.
Yeah, you look, Android's a little bit more, but why? It's not in the United States. It's more.
Sure it
iOS
is.
owns the United States.
No,
It's
they don't.
overseas.
Apple has 15% market
It's-
share of
it's
smartphones
overseas.
in the U.S.
It's overseas. It's India. It's China, which Apple was not inside of for fucking 14 years of their phone. No China. China. It's a lot of overseas. Apple has the overseas market. And Android, I mean, Oppo is fucking huge over there. You can't get a phone over here, and it don't work on any fucking network. It's like the OnePlus phones. Make sure that phone you're buying
Wow.
works.
I did not know that. Q2 2020. U.S. smartphone shipments market share percentage. Apple in 2019 Q1. This is 2019, obviously, so it's a year behind.
It's not done yet.
Apple Q1 2019 was 39%.
Yes. It's a huge number.
2019 Q4 was 49%.
Huge number.
What a shift.
Samsung Q1 was 28%.
Yeah. Huge number. Samsung.
Q4 was 20%. LG
Good phone. I had one in
They
this
were-
house.
yeah, they were good.
Q1 was 19%.
The phone's too
Q4 was 9%.
So this is interesting. So I think, Webby, you're right. In the United States, it's a 50-50 split
Yeah.
between.
Last month, Apple was 52%. Last
But
month.
Android still owns the lion's share in the U.S. Apple owns 40%. Android owns the other 60%.
What do you got, Jay? What are your numbers?
No, according as of September 4th.
Who's the source?
It's PC Mag.
Okay.
I'm looking at Counterpoint.
Okay.
And the research was done by Statista.
Okay. I value statistics data. I use them.
So in the United States, iPhones are 60%. And then 50% is of course,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then in Japan, it's the same. But worldwide, Android had 87%.
Yeah. India, China.
I just posted in Slack where I'm looking. I'm looking at Counterpoint, which
And
goes to 2020 Q3.
And when was your data from, J7?
September 4th. So
So
Q4.
we've got compelling
This is
data.
November 16th, 2020.
Okay, compelling data.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna
And
get
their
that.
source is Mobile Device Monitor.
You're gonna another reputable.
Yeah, Apple in the U.S., Apple has 40% of the market. Samsung has 30. LG has 13. Lenovo, whoever that is, has 6%, and then
Really?
other has
Whoever that
11%.
is?
Yeah, that's
Well, Lenovo in the phone market. What does Lenovo make that you can go to the store and buy a Lenovo
I thought this
phone?
was just a mobile market.
Yeah, me
This is
too.
mobile. This is
Because
smartphone market.
If it's a
U.S.
Lenovo
smartphone market
phone,
share.
it's probably an Android.
well, yeah.
They
Yeah.
are.
Is it? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
IBM. Yeah. Lenovo's IBM.
Yeah. Interesting. Remember when the BlueBerry came back, but it had like
BlackBerry.
Android?
Yes.
BlackBerry.
Yeah, BlackBerry.
Yes.
You
yeah.
could tell this is a person who
Was a
didn't
Apple
ever own one of
computer.
the originals.
Blueberry.
BlackBerry.
Let's clear it right now. Blueberry was an Apple computer.
It was?
Yes. BlackBerry was a phone. Yeah, the G3 was a Blueberry.
Yeah, the blue front
Blueberry.
tower. Yep.
Uh-huh. BlackBerry
that sounds
phones.
weird.
Yes. Well, BlackBerry bowed out of the market in the appropriate time. It sucked for anybody who was a long-term holder in that stock because you rode it all the way down at $9 a share. Sorry.
Yeah, you did.
But BlackBerry has a huge market. I actually have a little piece of BlackBerry stock. They run an operating system called QNX, which and you wouldn't know this, J7, but it's pretty much in every fucking factory head unit in your automobile. If you basically have navigation, then you're running QNX in your factory automobile. It
Right, I see.
control, yeah.
Yeah,
So
any
they
onboard GPSing data and
Yeah,
stuff like that,
they-
those head units are generally.
transition from phones. Look. I said the same thing about Google. If you believe in the Google phone, you're a fucking idiot. Okay. Track record with Google is we develop shit, we make our money, and then we bow the fuck out and release it to the masses. Everything they've ever done has been that way. And I don't disagree with that business model at all. It's called patent-free business model. I make shit, I make money off of it, and then I just give it away. Here you go. Everybody else can use it. Make it better. Make it better. Google Maps, make it better.
Just like video games that go onto the Steam Workshop.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
There's-
Same with the modding community. Go ahead, Jay.
There's this Twitter account called Killed by Google, which is
Yeah.
hysterical. Like every time Google stops supporting something, it's like, yep, killed by Google.
Yeah.
And it's constantly updating.
Yes.
Like-
Look, any good technology company, everything they do is a beta test for life. If that's not your business model in a tech company, then you're in the wrong position. Look at MySpace. MySpace was the future. It was this, and they did nothing to grow it. It went stale.
Well, no, it created the future. It was a stepping
created-
stone in the path, as all advancements are, both just standard everyday shit. Like, oh, this person ran a mile faster than anybody else. That is the new precedence. Now everybody runs a mile about that fast. And then some jackrabbit out of the fucking desert somewhere comes along and is like, I do it faster. And somehow that becomes a standard. The stepping stones of how even we do things all goes on that same thing. You can't hold on to the same thing forever because it always gets outpaced by something else.
Right, you get left in the dust, and that's the MySpace story. It stayed too stagnant for too long, never grew anywhere. We're happy letting our customers, our users, customize their page with sparklies.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying right now. What if Facebook closes stores tomorrow? What if Twitter closes stores tomorrow? Like it's gonna take somebody else to do the same thing and advance on it to be successful, right?
Yeah, I think that is true. I think that MySpace, it had little advancements here and there, but what it really did is it created the relationships that we have with social media.
Yeah, it
Like we didn't
created a
have that.
relationship with the digital space.
They're not
Yeah, that we didn't have that before.
not,
Like
not good
not before
relationships.
MySpace
They're not
did
good relationships.
we
Nobody said they were good
interact.
relationships. We're just talking
Yeah.
about the fact that it enabled and created
Yeah.
a digital environment that
Yep.
people felt comfortable to be social in.
Yeah, like even like I know that before I was on
Like for the mass
MySpace.
population, because there was
Yeah,
there
before
was creepy little internet with AOL chat rooms.
that's where I was going.
Something said.
Like I was on the internet when I was pretty young, and I had to acquire a very specific set of skills.
Yes, everybody had
I
to
had-
originally.
Right. Like I had to be like, wait, is this person for real? Or I'm gonna block this person. Like,
I just hear shots.
like they were like weird creeper areas that like you could be there, but you had to very carefully vet who you were talking to.
Yeah, you had to
I just wanna
tiptoe
say
through
flat
out,
some stuff.
I just want to say that that's the origins of the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not
But
arguing
that's
against
not-
that, but we're talking
Yeah.
about like the
Right, that's
MySpace
never
development to the ecosystem was
That's not,
a safe space, essentially,
Yeah.
to a degree, that got everybody comfortable with being on the internet. It was its
the internet.
stepping stone.
with the internet, you need to find your safe place. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
but that was
whereas
creating
now-
it for everybody though, because your grandma was on MySpace. Like there was so many different people on MySpace. It opened the doorway for a Facebook to come in and advance on that a little bit
Yeah.
and take it
Right,
to
like-
another level.
Like now, like my older family members are on Facebook, and they're not, they don't need any special. They just go, oh, here's a picture of my dog. Here's a picture of a baby. Like it's very normal now
Hey, that's
because it's life.
you
know?
go back and look at like the last, I don't know, 20, 30 8-Bit Bros shows. You'll see someone liking our videos by the name of Squirrely Shirley.
Yeah.
That's my 91-year-old grandmother.
Right.
So yeah,
Your grandmother is on Facebook
yeah, exactly.
interacting with you.
Yep, that's the point.
I feel like that's where
Yeah,
that's the
car out with
beginning.
groin injury.
That's what MySpace began.
Probably should.
And it hasn't stopped there. Like if you are younger, you're on TikTok, if you value the anonymity, you're something like Whisper, like there's
Yeah.
other places where people have kind of branched out.
Well, yeah, but it's because now all of them are together on the internet and they want their pockets. Now it's about,
Right.
like Webb was saying, creating those other safe spaces in that
Safe
environment
Mm-hmm.
for you
look,
to be
Parler was
you
supposed to be
and
a safe
tolerated
place.
within your groups. Like it's the same
Right.
scenario, but like I said though, it's still the stepping stone where MySpace was the one that got everybody to the internet in one area to go, okay, this is okay and it's cool. We can do this.
Parler was supposed to be a safe place, and that's become a toxic environment also. I think the internet is just going to be toxic no matter what happens, because that's where
If it goes long enough, 4chan
Yeah.
exists. If it goes long enough, Twitter and its new place exists. And
yeah.
I
It's-
love how when you look up Parlor, it says an unbiased social media focused on real user experience and
Yeah.
engagement.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like, what?
the battles that go on when you get into public, it's just you're no better than any other social media. People in this fucking world need to chill the fuck out.
Oh
don't.
Lord. It's so
Look.
crazy.
Look, it's simple, people. Just sit back in your house, chill out. It's the holidays. Don't go out. I haven't been out in like 2.5, 3 weeks. Okay, I've been.
I go
Sorry,
out
Thump.
every day to work.
Sorry, Thump. I'm really sorry to hear that it was your circle, the first one infected. I'm sorry, Jandal. Just do what God needs you to do and get well. But I've been out in like fucking 2.5, 3 weeks. People need to chill the fuck out. Forget the fucking elections. We all know Biden won. Let Trump do
No, we
his
don't. No, we don't. Your most favorite right leaning says they will not support the idea Biden is president elect
Nope. Don't
until
want to hear.
it is Senate confirmed.
Yeah, I know, but it's never going to get to the Senate because the House controls it. And listen, Mr. President, sitting President Donald Trump, don't play this game. Don't be so fucking pissed off, mamby-pamby, sucking your own thumb in the privacy of a room somewhere, and let Nancy Pelosi run this fucking country as the acting president for. Don't play that game. Just concede. Let Biden get in because we, the people, don't want that 80-year-old crotchety, cunty bitch anywhere close to the presidency.
Too late.
Period. End of story. And I don't think there's an American that fucking disagrees with me. Sorry. And if you do, don't get in the chat. Don't call 917-720-3038. Don't do it. Don't want to hear it.
Well, I don't know that it's gonna get to that point of like Nancy Pelosi becoming the president.
That's the only alternative. If this gets so deep, that's the only alternative.
But it's not gonna. That's not gonna. Like it's all like all of this is just absurdity. Like the fact that anybody is like. I was hanging out at home the other day and I turned on the TV and I saw something I'd never seen before. They had the actual electoral college on a countdown on television. Like this is crazy to me because I can't remember the last time that was a thing.
Okay, right. I will step in right here and let you know that it's always been broadcast on C-SPAN, which is cable network, whatever, our government network. That should be fucking broadcast publicly, but it's only on cable. But yeah, since like 1980, the C-SPAN, C-S-P-A-N network is basically our government where they have cameras on the Senate and the House. So it's always been broadcast, but you would never see it because mainstream media, they don't cover that.
Yeah, they usually don't cover it because it's usually a formality, is my understanding. Yes. You know?
Yes.
But no, not this time. This time it was like, no, here's what's happening. They're voting now. I
believe they did the same thing with the Trump Hillary also.
Did they?
If
they did, I never caught it. So.
If I'm not mistaken, and I would definitely probably put up a body part to back this. I'm pretty confident they did it with that was another contested election also. I mean, not for anything. The Bush-Gore one, was it Bush-Gore or Clinton-Gore? Clinton-Gore. No, Bush-Gore. Right? Bush-Gore?
Hey, Wren.
That was heavily contested.
Push me to
also.
Tuesday.
Well, yeah, because of the recount in Florida. Sorry, but that wasn't really down to electoral college votes. That was down to.
I'll text you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was down to what happened in Florida.
Good eyes, Thump. I just looked at it and I apologize.
Oh, no. It's not a problem. It's just that I really I want to have fun with that, and I am not in the mood now.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, and it's getting late, and I know you got shit to do there. So if anybody was tuning in to hear Wren's game tonight, I do apologize for not paying attention to the clock. We'll do that Tuesday at 9 p.m.
Well, he'll text us.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll do it Tuesday. That's fine.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Wren. I'm sorry, Thump. I try.
Right. Sure. Whatever.
I tried.
Whatever.
Oh, if I had a go fuck yourself button, I would, but oh, look, I have
You're
lovely ladies in the house. Oh, and this is a big boy shot.
all right.
Oh,
So well, you complained about the last one, so
I know
they
now. Fuck.
decided to
So this one they hooked up
yeah,
for
they treat
real.
yourself. They treat
This
yourself on the
just
next
is
one.
up.
All right. So in the first half web, about to hit the 2 minute warning. It may very well be 14-10.
Oh,
Marcus
so the
Mariota
Hunters
is
look
in
good.
because Derek Carr limped off the field.
Yes, groin injury with Carr. Mariota is in.
Oh no, isn't that my starting quarterback in fantasy?
What Carr? Is it? Are you playing still?
Oh, I might be out, so it don't matter. Yeah, it
I
was a
don't. I
horrible.
don't know how that works. I don't know how there's is. Is there going to be a an offshoot?
You know what? I don't care. All I have to say to you, Thump, is good luck. Make sure you're on top of this shit. Look at those waiver wires if there's any possibilities to grab anything better. Remember, I helped you weeks upon weeks ago when I took down the number one guy and put you in first place. You lost it. That's okay, though.
Yeah,
But
I had a rough like 3 weeks there in the middle for some reason.
I helped you climb those leaderboards, and you should be thanking me that three guys on my team fucking walked off the field last week, two of them in the first quarter.
Yeah, final
That's
was 134 to 112. Yeah.
solidified your win. Because if those two guys played that game, it would have been a hell of a lot closer. It would have been a nail biter, I think. Wait,
Oh, I have somebody running right now.
kind of like when was it? 2 years ago in the wet T-shirts when we beat each other, or was it you beat me or I beat you by a tenth of a point?
It was I don't remember who it was, but we ended up by a tenth of a point.
Tenth of a point. There is no other better way to go out of fantasy football than by a tenth of a point.
If it's got to be.
Yeah.
Right, can I?
Yeah. There's no doubt about
It's
that.
saying current matchup would be you, but that's not right.
It can't be. Yeah, I'm out. You beat me, so I'm out. So yes, J7, I sold my Tesla today. I took my profits and ran.
Okay. I don't know. I want to see how long I can ride this for. Like how much, man?
I didn't own a significant amount of shares. I only owned 25.
Okay.
So I was happy to take $5,000 off the table.
Okay.
I bought it at 444, sold it at 565. I could have wrote it out a little longer and got the 575. I think it closed at today, but I was happy at the end of the year take some profits off the table to mitigate them losses. Make sure you don't jump tax brackets.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's keep in mind the next administration is looking at the current administration right now. It's part of how they work their tax plans.
Yeah.
Been like that for 40 years. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of things I'm holding on to. Anything that's paying me dividends. Apple, I'm locked into. Fucking Walmart, I'm locked into. Nvidia, I'm locked into. It's hard to take. Yeah, Nvidia. I own Nvidia at like $218 a share.
Wow.
What?
Did you end up selling Disney?
I sold my Disney. I again did the same today. I sold fucking Tesla a little too early. Did the same thing with Disney. Sold it at I want to say 165. And I think it closed that day
you
at
were really upset.
Well, Jay, you got to remember, I bought Disney and then the pandemic hit and I was 10 grand in the hole. And not that 10 grand's a lot of money to a certain amount of people, but I think anybody on this radio show right now, the four of us would say 10 grand's that's a lot of money to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So I was lucky enough to get out with a small profit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be happy with that.
What is this?
I think if you wanted to do a long-term 2-3 year investment, take a look at DraftKings, take a look at Penn National, follow what's going on with FanDuel. They just moved into the Caribbeans. I don't know if they're going public or if they are public. I don't know. I'm sure they're thinking about it because sports gambling is a big deal. I own DraftKings, Penn National. I own a small share of online gambling, cannabis industry. Sit back and wait a little bit longer.
Well, I disagree with the whole
I'm in
validity of this
on
league.
Today
I'm
was
in on APHA, and they're the ones who just bought Sweetwater Brewing.
Yeah, they just bought Sweetwater. That's yeah.
I disagree with the whole playoff structure of this league, Webb.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What's going on?
Well, it's a 2-week matchup. You and I are in the consolation ladder, with you being fourth in the East Division. But first, second, and third of the East Division made the playoffs of the 4 teams, and then first of the West Division, who I was second of the West Division, was excluded.
Oh, I have to go to the waiver wire just to beat you. Can't go to the waiver wires. Man, that's fucked up. And the ESPN. What do you want? What do you want? It's ESPN.
Yeah, because it's me and you playing each other for 2 weeks, and Conan and one of the other Honeckers playing each other for 2 weeks.
Hey, J7, I'm going to give you this one flat out. Okay, and both of you guys can listen along. NIO.
Oh.
Neo.
Okay.
Chinese.
Is the Matrix?
No. That would be NEO. That was Neo. NIO.
NIO. Okay.
Chinese car company. Electric cars.
Oh, wait, I'm going to write that down.
Bought NIO. Buy a piece of this stock and stuff it away for 5 years. It's the Tesla of China.
Interesting.
I got it in Candy.
So did I. It was a mistake. I've lost money on it. Candy, I apologize. I know I texted that. Xpeng, XPENG. I think they're trading at like $54 a share. Buy a piece of that. Buy a piece of that. Buy a piece of Neo. Candy got into the situation that another car company, who was the car company, electric car company that was in bed with GM? Nikola. They had their big announcement of their vehicle, and they showed it off, and they showed you it driving down a hill, and there were no motors in the car. They just rolled it down the hill. They shot themselves in the foot. Candy got themselves in the same amount of trouble, not as big. Trust me, I own it. And I've easily lost about $600. No, again, not a big deal. It's only $600. Not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, today that stock was up a bit. It's trading at like $8 a share.
$8.
Yeah, $8 a share. They've got solid technology, but they got wrapped up in a scandal that we don't know if it's true or not yet. Look at the Nikola situation with GM. Look, they got fucked. This is the same situation. Candy could be fucked too. Personally, if you can get out of that stock now, I would get the fuck out of it.
I gotta look and see what I have in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it goes up 10-10 with 112 to go.
Okay. So my under still looks good.
Potentially.
Yeah. Like it.
Because the Chargers are almost in the red zone. Or, excuse me. No, that's not.
I'm making money on Candy.
What the fuck did you buy it at?
$7.49.
Really? Okay.
Dollars? Like
$7.49.
I think
oh my god!
I bought it at $9, and it's at
$8.17.
$8.19 aftermarket.
Yeah, I'm making money on that. I'm not losing anything.
Okay, I would get the fuck out of it
I like it.
because I would get away from that stock for at least 2 or 3 months. My opinion.
I'll be
I'll just
right
ride
back.
it. I'll just ride it at this point.
All right. Chinese electric cars. Um, that market is volatile. You should be invested in it in some way, shape, or form. Plug, Plug, plug. I've been following this stock now when it was at $13 a share. What did it close at today? 28. Hydrogen technology. Remember hydrogen? Everybody was like, man, hydrogen is never going to work. You're going to drive down the road and your car's going to fucking explode. It's going to be a hydrogen bomb and take out a neighborhood. And yeah, hydrogen technology is, Amazon, Walmart, all your forklift, all the stupid shit to take a pallet over here and drive it over there. Yeah, it's hydrogen. Hydrogen. There's 3 major stocks there that you can get involved with. Long haul. Hydrogen's not going anywhere. Electric cars are the wave of the future. It's going to suck for all our petrol heads who want a 5, 6, 7, 8 speed, whatever the fuck the case, but you're fucked. We're all fucked.
Well, I don't doubt that sometime in the future we'll have, first of all, we'll have cars that go really fast, like weirdly fast. And then also cars will just drive themselves.
Well, that is the game plan. Autonomous
Yeah.
driving. Look,
Yeah.
look how many companies are involved in it. Uber just sold off, for some strange reason, sold off their autonomous driving division to Ascent, I think is the name of the company. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
You got Google involved in it with Waymo. You got Apple with their secret project that no one's supposed to know about or talk about with their Apple car. You've
Hmm.
got GM involved in it. You've got Volkswagen, which owns who? Audi and fucking Bentley and however other many car companies, they're involved in it. Self-driving it's never going to work, first off, for J7, Renderman, Thumping Loud, and Webboy. It's never going to work. It's more so for the taxi cab industry, buses, anywhere you can cut costs. Oh, we don't need bus drivers anymore and save us fucking $2.7 bazillion a year?
It makes sense for public transportation.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it does.
Look, I said it months upon months ago. At the beginning of the pandemic, does anybody... what did I say? Toll takers are a thing of the past.
Well, yeah, they would just digitally convert all those spaces to where they don't need the person in the box anymore.
How many articles are you seeing now of, oh, the New York Thruway is now Easy Pass only. Oh, the Sun State Belt is now only Sun Pass only. That shit, autonomous driving is perfect for your transportation. Buses, trains, cabs.
Commuters. Than it is for Wren.
Yeah, exactly, yes. I agree. Yes, it is for Wren, yeah.
Yeah, in Wren's free time, he can actually pilot a vehicle himself, and then during his standard work week, he doesn't have to worry about that.
That's how they handle it now.
Yeah.
My bus company does that. Half the drivers that drive into the city for the bus company are people driving into work for themselves, making extra coin.
Yeah.
Driving 54 other people with them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Getting paid. And then there's a depot in the city where they go and they drop their bus off and they either go walk to their office or catch a subway to their office. And then they have the schedule return trip back home scheduled around when they get out of work. They go pick up their bus, they pick up their bus load, and they drive the fuck home.
Yeah.
There
That
it
sounds
is.
stressful.
They make
At the beginning and end of your day?
They make so much money doing that. It's unbelievable.
Okay.
It's like $400 each day
Damn.
extra cash.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be
And you
transportation.
do that 5 days a week.
It's because it's transportation union. It's got to be why.
Yes. Big time. Transportation union.
Yeah, I know because
Yep.
because how our drivers qualify for pay. I could believe that easily.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Anybody want a few bucks on a stock? Buy Walmart.
Okay.
It's always by Walmart.
Yeah, buy Walmart.
And then there goes a touchdown
For who?
Tyron Johnson, second passing touchdown for Hubert.
Oh, thank you for the money I just made. Yeah.
And that makes it 17-10 going into the half.
Walmart's a good buy. They pay dividends. The stock is sitting at around 145, 146. They're in deep competition with all of your online distributors. Anybody go to walmart.com and search for anything? There's shit that Walmart doesn't sell that they're selling. It's Amazon, it's Wish. They're in that deep, deep competition market for global sales.
Yep.
Global.
Y'all enjoy this conversation with Webb. I will talk to the rest of y'all later.
Yeah, no, we're out. Eight. You know what? Hey. Peace. Thursday night.
He wants to make sure this gets thrown off the internet.
That's right. Closer and closer to Christmas is where we're at. Holiday season. Happy Hanukkah. Last day, people. Happy Hanukkah. Peace. 8-Bit Bros out.